Hello and welcome. Right, a little bit not quite low enough yet, or more about the trailer needing to be adjusted. You know, will it release nicely when he's stuck in the model? Maybe not. Yeah, so you can see it looks okay. It's a bit forward on the attach. It's attaching. Yeah, the other thing is I'm trying to wonder: is it attaching to the fifth wheel, or is it attaching to that rear hitch? What I mean is, yeah, that it really needs to be attaching to the fifth wheel, because it has got another attacher too, as we can plainly see. I suppose, for once, I thought I'd start here. Yeah, because this to me is like something that I'm really looking forward to sort of doing. So if we switch off that particular attacher here, that's going to sort of show us. Oh, okay. Just be slightly beyond. Keep throwing me out. You know, I'm not used to getting out like that. It's amazing that with Farm Simulator, you get used to a certain sort of way of doing things. So customized. Let's take that hitch off. Just go standard, so that we can switch off that option, so we know if it's the right or the wrong hitch. Yeah, I'm just trying to sort of just test this at least once a session, and then I sort of know, because I've got pictures, you could say, of like if it's working or if it's not, or like what needs adjusting. It also does give you a bit of an insight into like what you do as a modder. Now that definitely is that. Ooh, and it's in the right place. Ooh, so actually not quite as bad as you think. And I never thought of that, did I? About the rotations. Yeah, about it almost being a proper trailer is what I'm saying. In which case it can't be quite that long. I never thought of it in that way, that it would be a proper trailer in so much as the movement. But really, I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? It's a mini trailer. What I sort of wanted was most lorries have got a bit of a back, and I just wanted a little trailer. I mean a little trailer that they could have for around the yard, or, you know, like, again, it's not supposed to be the norm, but I'd forgotten about it in my mind, as you do with any kind of beginning stage of anything like this. I didn't think about the movement. You mean what I mean is I didn't think it'd be like that. I thought it'd be rigid and stuck, but it's on a fifth wheel which rotates. So that don't get me wrong. I don't mean it's still not. It'll still do what I want it to do. I'm trying to think if no, it's still, yeah. It's still a trailer whenever you think about it, even if it's going to be a small one. So actually, it really does work. It's just it's tiny, which is sort of what I want, because no one's ever done it, and not just that. It will be. I just need to alter the clipping like that, and it's the merest touch. So obviously with any sort of trailer, it's got to not do that. And this sort of shows the stages of that a modder would go to. So like that side. Oh, actually that's got sort of like a weird, still the same amount though. Yeah, just a merest hint on both sides, almost like, yeah. So I've got that to look at. I can see how much I need to chop off, basically, and then it will turn properly, and it will be. And again, it doesn't have to be small, really. I mean, I'm sort of saying that, but what I'm saying is nobody ever goes to this area, which really is sort of wasted. But I thought it's not a really small trailer. It just needs to be less long, so the position needs to go back a little tiny bit. So there we go. That's this session's muck around with the lorry back. And also in time, I do want it to be exactly as it should be. Now that's the other thing. You've got to give yourself, well, this is a strange and unique vehicle. You don't normally get out on the back, but yeah, this you do. So We need to be especially. Yeah, so I do obviously want this to be working at some point, so it really is what it sort of looks like. A proper 3-point at the back. Alright, so that's that. Oh, no, can we jump over and get out the front? Yeah, you could do, couldn't you? Even though not really the nicest way to do it. Right, we have got work to do. I can't remember whether we'd actually got anything ready. I know what we did last session, but have we got anything? No, I think we were ready, weren't we? I think we knew that if we went through till September morning, it would all happen. You can see at least 3 fields that are ready to harvest tomorrow. That one's a long way off. That one's a long way off. As in, we're not talking a long, but it's like not ready right now. And what did we do this day? Why is the sheep barn? Yeah, now this is something. Oh, hang on. Why is that saying they're empty? We know full well that we... And why is that? It's just a little bit odd. I have had weird issues where they don't pop straight away, but if it's empty, then why have we got slurry and straw next? Right, okay, let's... Oh, is this the new animal mod? Oh, Chisel, have you destroyed my game? Yeah, so go and have a look. Right, okay, well this is not what I was expecting to see with the... Obviously we had this mod in FS22, and it caused what I always personally thought mayhem. I did, but I thought, well, let's give it a shot, because this sort of looks different to what we were expecting. It looks like all my animals have died. So let's not save the game, let's take the mod off, and let's come back, so that I don't seem to be like dying. Right, so okay, I shall be right back. See you shortly. That's a little bit better. Now that's what I was expecting to see. So yeah, I've not switched that mod on because it's doing destructive damage, which we can't have. So yeah, they were strange. Obviously they were okay though, weren't they? It was just the pigs and the sheep, the goats. It just didn't. I had the vanilla. I had 2 of it. It also had another respective one to alter the appearance. So it could have been either one that did it, and the game didn't like it. Whatever it did not like what it did. So obviously, I'm quite sure Giselle. It is a very far-reaching mod, although not thankfully as far-reaching as last time. Yeah, I did some of the features I didn't like are no longer on, so we need to tag and untag, don't we? Yeah. Oh, we actually got the right one. Accidentally tagged. Right, so animals. Now that my heart attack has gone, so we did say we wanted some more grass, although there is plenty. The feeding robot is okay, and the pigsty, it's 129,000 litres. So really, we're actually doing all right. We are. So let's just, in fact, no, we know we're doing okay. Well, let's just go to the cow place, because I'd like to see, have we got enough? Yeah, I feel this as I was coming in. I hit this. This is soon going to be that it needs a bigger container. Yeah, this is going to be something that's going to happen, isn't it? Really, right? Let's do my usual jobs as we're passing. Let's grab this and put 77 tons in. Oh, now I think we're beginning to reach the tipping point. Yeah, like see, the manure is down to 50 tons, so that's interesting. What is the slurry down to? Are we getting more slurry than manure? Or now that looks fairly good, but let's have a look. What are we? 310. Mineral feed may need a top up sooner. Did we make any more? We were talking about it, because this is not to sell. No, it doesn't look like we have. Let's have a look. What do we need? I should know, but I do know. It's just I haven't long woken up, if I'm being totally truthful. Right, so then, mineral feed. We could do any of them, couldn't we? Got sunflowers in, which is for our... Oh, that's right. We did take a lot of sunflowers out, didn't we? Because we didn't really want them in there. It was the other one, but we did put a load in now, so I don't mind it, the biodiesel. But what do we need? Digestate, and we've got none. And it is to sell. And it's still only one input. Yeah, I suppose it is, because we're not really doing that on this farm, so we will buy some digestate. In which case, we are actually not too far away from the very place where we need to buy. Yeah. Excuse me, I've got a terrible frog. Yes, I was looking and I was thinking, ooh, I'm nearly out of episodes on Maypole. I need to do one, so here I am, ready to do an episode on Maypole. The only bad thing is, it is... Right, so we need to... Let's concentrate, and then I will chat. Yeah, right, digestate. So, yeah, the only bad thing is that these are really long episodes. It's quite intensive, always has been. Any of the Cavaliers, when you get large like we are now, we've got large very quickly, and so it's got very long very quickly, and which is another reason why I didn't want the chickens as well. Obviously Marty doesn't really know, like how long it takes for you as a player to do all of these things. It is a lot of time, which is why I thought, I know Marty's asked me to do that, but right, I know that it's going to take me too long. Right, we do need to be grabbing that. Now, do we? Or is this only 34 tons? I think it's more like selling again. I do. So let's go grab. Let's check the pigs. So then, let's go. No, in fact, let's carry on what we're doing. That doesn't take too long to unload with this trailer. It is mine, of course. I have zipped it up a little. It's one of the first things I do on any trailer is, if you're going to make it super capacity, you've got to increase its speed, or it really is... Yeah, it just doesn't match. Yeah, Omatana's the one who taught me that, really, if I'm honest. How much slurry? Oh, we see the slurry's the more. Right. Okay, so we've got plenty of slurry, but not so much manure. That's because it's sort of feeding from that all the time, although I don't suppose that really matters. Not really. Right, let's grab the milk. We're nearly through, actually, aren't we? I was going to say, for once, we're not taking too long, because we've not got a job to do. We could have done that. In that case, if we've got more slurry than that, we could do slurry to digestate, and then it wouldn't... It's obviously from the farm itself. We could do that, because we seem to have a bit of a excess of slurry. Right, so then... Oh, I knew that. I knew it. But the train wreck's already complete. You've already committed. Or you should be. Should be committed, perhaps. Yeah, it is. I have had this thought a few times. No, I'm only kidding. I am. No, I don't think that's one thing I've worried about, being compos mentis. Right, okay then, let's get this. Do we go into a time lapse? No, not for this. It's not going to take very long at all, is it? Got to be careful not to get 3, though. It can be a bit leery, this. I think it should only get 2. Let's just try pushing them so they're completely back, and then others will pop in time, but not sure how many it's going to grab. Only 2. That's really what I wanted. I didn't want any more. I think a couple at a time's more than enough. That far one's going to want to fall, so let's give it some space. No, so it's only got a half-formed one. Yes, so you need to do the same on this one. Push it. Yes, it's although it's trying to be helpful, you can see it's not actually being helpful because you need to push it against like the it might work on this one because of the fence. Because it's no, wow. Oh no, that is right. So the only way we can do this is if we, apologies for the, is to pull that back like that. You can't have it like going all over the place, otherwise it's going to be really bad, isn't it? Yeah, we'll leave that one because otherwise that back one that we've can see is a bit uneven might get pushed over. Should I have time lapses? No, I think we're alright. I do. Oh, wow, that was much higher than I thought. Yeah, I've did a just well, no, actually, no, I haven't uploaded my. Like to do a bit of quality control. In the back of my mind, I knew there was a session that had not got the time-lapse music, and it was actually this very Let's Play. It was the episode. Yes, I've got like another episode free to load, but the one before that, which is episode 21, it's not got any sound on the time-lapse, so I needed to fix that. So that's being rejigged as we speak. I just did a bit of quality control. Yeah, one thing I'm always going to say, obviously being a smaller channel, I'm a bit more apt. So can I get both of those? Not really. Yeah, there's a bit more of a chance of me, because I don't do this as a living. I'm a bit more of a small... yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Couldn't really do much about that one. Can I grab them and then... like... do that? This is going to be harder to gauge. Yeah, there's more chance of me making a mistake, because I do watch all videos, but sometimes, like at the minute, I've done ever such a lot of videos. Obviously the short run on Vernalau, I think it's pronounced, actually, thinking about what my friend told me. Yeah, Vernalau is I'm only one session off. Obviously that was sort of like recorded over quite a few days. I was doing all the normal Let's Plays and pulling that one in as well. So it meant I was doing quite a lot of videos. All of a sudden I did like 4 videos in one evening. So, yeah, no, that is right. So we've got another bit of a one over there as well. Let's just grab this one singularly and stick that on the top, and then we can like grab the rest. So I've finding this on quite a few Let's Plays. If we've gone as mad as we have on this, which I haven't done on many, that was a bit of a misreading the situation. Oh no, it really was out. I thought it's alright. That little extra thing, I thought it was actually out a bit more, but it's not. It's just the Cenebogan. Now this Cenebogan I can cope with. The other one not so much. I've not taken it out yet though. Ooh, okay. Let's just try and keep that one on. And we'll put this lot at the back, because otherwise it's going to get messy. Yeah, I've not taken it out yet, but I will do. I've got to be honest. We've all got things that we like and we don't like. And I've really never been one for the... you know, I know a lot of people love it. It's all the mods say, oh yeah, interactive control. So it's got to be a mod that people like, but it's not one that I do. I just, again, it's just how we've all got our personal pet hates, and that is one to me. It's just, oh, you know, that's actually good. I'm glad that we haven't got that. Yeah, I just like to get on with my equipment. It just like, you know, to be clickety click, clickety click, clickety click, to go through. To get to something, to me, it was the only thing that I couldn't I didn't like about the Syntrack, but I did recognise that you couldn't not do that with the Syntrack, because it was, and I think obviously I don't know if it was the ARM team or the MTL modding team or whoever, which one it was, but there was not much they could do about it. It was the nature of the Syntrack that it had to be like that, so I accepted that. There was no choice. And then obviously the interactive control mod came out and it started to be really popular. And obviously people do like that. And I suppose it's, if you're playing for yourself and you want the realism of like the things that are happening on, you know, like would be happening, but like for me, it obviously, mine's about streamlining so that the content is, no, I should be able to do that on that second one. And anything that slows you down is sort of like the enemy, and so therefore interactive control to me from my perspective is not right, whereas for you as a player it may well be very right, you know, because of the realism that, you know, I like realism too, but there's certain things, time is the enemy really for me as a content creator. It's sort of why there are certain things you won't ever see me do, and that is like grapes, I've always got a greenhouse, and olives, I've always got a greenhouse for the same reason, because of the faffiness of, and how much you have to do to get a very little is probably one of the biggest reasons. But it really is a time thing. But I don't want to not do them, so that's why I made greenhouses that literally do those, and why I'm also going to do that for poplars. Poplars more for the time that it takes for them to come originally, whereas if you do a greenhouse, they're there. You know, like you've done away with the 2 years. Obviously, once they're there, poplars, it's every year. You know, I realise that, we all know that, but it's that 2-year process that's a killer. Because sometimes I might only just be there, and then it's, you know, like, and it's a field that I can't use because it's being tied up with, you know, the poplars, and the first year you really can't afford to have any of that. Any like a lost field is just too much. Right, brilliant. That's fortunate. I'm trying to climb the we might do it with this, we might. Oh, okay, I'm dragging that though. Oh, it's still going to be very tight because of the straw. It is. It's just, I should have gone with my instinct that said no, there's not enough room, because it was right. You're dragging a trailer and it's not really it's really the answer, is it? Right, let's grab the milk. Oh well, of course I wasn't trying to do that really. Right, and so we want the telehandler amongst our mirror. It took me a while to start. I thought, you know, I reckon you must be there with vehicles, because yeah, let's just grab that as well, because it's taking you about 5 minutes. You've got like 3 specialists, as well as not including the big sprayer as well. Yeah, I thought you've got like the sublevamus and the 2 keep wanting to like choose the real manufacturer's name. The Colossus range. We've got 2 Colossuses. Colossi, would you say? In plural? Maybe you would. Right, let's get this goat's milk done. So it's still taking a while. Telehandlers seem to lose steam a little bit too quickly. So if we push these together and then put 2 on top, that should actually be about right. Can we push without making them go skewift? Yes, we can. Fantastic. Like to learn these little knacks, really. Yeah, because it's really just as easy to grab these as it is the in fact, it's probably quicker to grab them like this than it would be to try and pull them into. Because this is one thing. Unless I make the which you can do. I am doing this. I've almost got the 5,000 litre capacity pallets done myself. Now we have got one in the game, so I'm not going to like release it because it's all, I wanted to do it as a matter of course to myself. Oh, I do love goats. They're like little sarnums in size. Mind you, they're young, aren't they? I was forgetting. Yeah, a lot of goats can look small. You've got pygmies and all sorts of breeds of goats. So, no, this is right. Now, have I souped up the dairy yet? I haven't changed. Yeah, so really soon we're going to see that my special field types are going to go. The ones like this that are like special, but they were only special for a reason of making 5,000 litres. There won't be a need for like me to do milk one, chocolate one, and all that type of stuff. Where you can see this, it can go back to looking like normal. But obviously there are some special field types, like my special things like the luxury desserts that really are special, you know, as in like they are unique field types. Whereas these were a trick to make all of the capacities of the pallets 5,000 litres. So I still do concur though with what I said. There are some ones like the buffalo mozzarella that really, do you want that to be like made bigger? Because that's going to take a while. And that's my point, why there might be some like the buffalo mozzarella that I actually leave out of the process. Right, so pig food, let's do a single run to the pig food as well with our universal. I was going to take this out actually of the game, but I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, I like it. It's obviously just got spongy brakes, and it's a really powerful 200 horsepower tractor for a very, very little. Probably represents one of the best value tractors in the game. You know, one of those first ones that you can have on. Oh, so we must have filled that. So we'll top it up so that this then calls to be filled again for tomorrow. The manure on this is getting a little bit more extensive, so a little bit more. That should be about right. Yeah, pig food, brilliant. Excellent. So hey, surely the pig food can't be filled. That must be the fact. I was going to say, because like this is a Cavalier Roy. You don't feel these very often. They're a bit of monstrous. It must have been my angle. Must have hit the back of the food thing. Like food silo. That did not turn very quickly at all. Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, there are a lot of errors on the game at the minute, and it's not just me. I was comparing notes with Scoopski and Kevin. Both said the same, that there are sound issues. Also, it's not just me with the store deliveries. Now, this worked on this map. Nope, it's not working anymore. Yeah, you won't hear the clicking. It sort of partially works, but it doesn't work. And Kevin concurs that also doesn't. It's true. So, right, so that should have a bit more straw, plenty. Yeah, double the amount. Well, that's true, we should do a straw run. Now, have we had the foresight to push straw across here? Now, that is a good question. Actually, no, we don't really do that, do we? No. So straw, we leave to... We buy. Yeah, we do. It's too important to us for the straw factory. So we want to be grabbing you, which is you. And we want to be grabbing our normal trailer, which should be... Did we? I think we had it, didn't we? Yeah, that's why it's here. Did we wash it out? It looks fairly clean to me, but I know what I mean. No, we do not want to refill the trailer with that. No. Why they slow down so much? So we want a straw run, a double straw run for each, and we do want some grass too. So we'll do one in there, and then one to the pigs, and then a grass to the goats. So really, although I thought I was finished quite quickly, I wasn't. We'd still got quite a lot to do, but we're nearly there now. And this is truly, obviously, going to be the process every single day, which is why I sort of said that I think it needs time lapsing, because we're not really ever going to make more than like 1 month through, because of this is so intensive that it's likely to be a month per episode, so it becomes quite a long let's play due to the fact of how many episodes. So what I'm saying is it sort of cuts short the game, because we're probably only going to be able to go through till next year, as in like we'll do one more year. I'm not trying to like call it now that we're almost at the end. No, that's we're only just getting started. What I mean is probably would be the end of next year, because that's going to be quite an intensive time. And I may also find that actually it's going to be more, like we do half of a month, because it's just too intensive. I don't think so though, if I'm honest. As I say that, the virtual farmer is to me going, no, you're not right. So yeah, I hope the inner farmer, the virtual farmer, is correct and I'm wrong, because I'll be happy if that's true. Yeah, I mean the chickens. If we did the chickens, although it's only, but it's another only job. That's why with the pigs, I thought that's enough. Yeah, that is enough now. I don't think the chickens are going to be a thing, because it's just going to really tip the scales on work. That should be alright actually at that angle. So we now need a grass. Yeah, I'd like to mod one of these. Not the Rabber itself. I mean, an articulated tractor. Might go to FS22 to the one. Who did that tractor? Well, so far it's not been released. So what I'm trying to say is you were allowed. Well, you're allowed to anyway. I could mod this for myself, but I would never be able to allow to. Anyone's allowed to mod anything for themselves. You can do what you like with a mod that's in your mod folder. You are allowed, but what you're not allowed to do is release that. Or like rebadge it as if it's yours, because it's not yours. Yeah, that is as simple as. But you are allowed to do what you like with any mod in your mod folder. That is a thing, a given that you're allowed. Yeah, obviously the danger is if you were a modder that you wish to release it, you can't do that. That is a no-no. Right, this is where this is painfully slow. And if I was going to mod one, I'd make sure that its reversing speed was as quick as it can be. Although 5 is not, I've seen worse, 4 miles an hour. That's not, because when you consider how slow this is anyway, is that going to clock the top? Oh, not if you go under. I have to remember that. The apex goes up and over the lifting of that. I really like this trailer a lot. Deliberately for that type of reason, it sort of fits in places where most big trailers can't. And it is a fairly hefty trailer. I mean, it's only really, we know, a 29 ton, 32 ton, or something like that. I think there are a couple of iterations that it has been both, but... Right, so then, that is all our animals fed. We've done our milk. Is there anything that is, like shouting out that it needs selling? Yeah, this is still yellow going, isn't it? The buffalo mozzarella and that. Oh, we have got... Yeah, we have, but... No, we are individual bits at the minute, so... Yeah, no, the butter's still white. Canola oil. Chocolate still also... That's very slow, the chocolate. 891 litres. That's a bit. Goat milk bottled is getting up a bit. Goat milk bottled, the original, shows the difference in price, although the price difference is not too much. I mean, the price is not too terrible. I mean, and it is true. You can have a high-end product and a normal. There's the yogurt mod, and obviously they sort of put in the thing about prices in a way. There was a word they used. I thought, oh, right, so it's a high-end product. It's something like that they use. So I thought, well, so the prices are high then is what you're saying. So lime, liquid fertilizer, pig food is the one I keep drawing everyone's attention to when we're in the Let's Play, just to sort of see super soybeans. Ready for the crisp factory, isn't it? Yeah, for our big thing. So that's produced an awful lot of good, things already. The soy super beans ready for the crisp factory. Shall we place the crisp factory? I think that's not a bad thing. Yeah, it's about time really that we did. Where is it going? Well, we've got that field, we did say, but we could sort of get rid of the chicken pen, but then we've got to chop the trees down. We don't need all of these sheds. We've never used them at all. I'm trying to think which. That one's the better of the two. That one's a bit, like you go around a corner. So I would say that that's not a bad place for our crisp factory. What are we going to do? A super crisp? Well, we've got a lot of potatoes, so I do think a super, which is going to be 47. It varies. Bionic chipping, grapes and oils. Yeah, I want to start colouring them again like I have done. I must use a window baker as well on one of these Let's Plays. I've actually made the iron mine now, but I need to tweak it a little. Yeah, so that it's not bakery oil enhanced spinnery luxury desserts. So it's got to be, yeah, we did say 47. Why am I looking lower than 47,000? So huge, super. I think it is similar to that. Have I broken the crisp factory? I didn't see it, but I have got a lot to look at. So 47 by itself. Yeah, these are my mines that are production type mines. Soy, super straw, at crisp, bionic. So actually, yeah, it's 77,000. We can afford it. Yeah, so that's all right then. I thought I'd broken it. I was getting a bit worried. I was thinking, oh no, when did I break that? Super crisp factory, fantastic. Oh, it might. Yeah, it could be the. It is perfectly flat, so we really don't care. We can put it in B mode, and it doesn't matter. Right, so we've got that down now, ready for the morning when we will be harvesting those. So let's go through till... Oh, no. We're forgetting the new feature of the game, aren't we? We've got a red rock. We did know this, didn't we? That's the only thing which we will buy. But then we're going to scoot through till 3 or 4 o'clock with the super zippy mod. That this is the only mod that I've got that's not in the mod hub, although it is known by Giants. It was in the mod hub in FS22, but it's no longer in the mod hub for some reason. Again, a lot of people don't like Giants process. A lot of very good modders are very good modders, and they don't care for Giants rejections and like silliness. So we're losing money. We are actually, yeah, we are. Where we're losing money. We do need to switch on the flavouring, because that will actually, yeah, that grabs the soy super bean and makes it into flavouring, which actually is fairly true to life. It really is. Obviously, for those who are vegans and vegetarians, flavouring is not really meat based. It's actually based on soy super bean, and yeah, we make flavouring from that, which is the other things to those that aren't using cheese, or obviously the beef isn't real beef. So this is vegetarian friendly. It is, it's true, it really is. There is no denying this. So we can make the flavouring. Do we need anything else for the flavouring? No, it's all... No, the flavouring is just soy super bean. So that we can escort for. That will actually speed that across. Oh, a robot's coming out to play. Have we blocked him? No, I don't think so. No. Ooh, Now that's a little bit... That is... Did we not buy that? I mean, didn't we not order one? I think... Have we got one already? Because obviously it is a bit apt for what we like to do. We are specialists, so we're definitely having that. I think we've already got one. So that might be a waste. The katana. We will indeed buy and sell. So not the bestest of days. Oh, we could do Pepe's as well. It is fantastic. It does make a bit of cash, and so does the rapide. Why are you like not doing the rapide? I don't know. I don't know. I seem to have a bit of a blind spot and couldn't see that the rapide was... Yeah, this is true. Right, let's get this done. I'm sure one of these headers is a helianthus. Yeah, it is. So we've now got 2 helianthuses, but we've only got 1 harvester. We may buy a second, though. That really is something that we probably could do with a second harvester. It is a thing for big farms to actually gain a second one, really. Right, so we've got the Black Beauty here. Yeah, I made a mistake on this. On another I think we're a bit too far out. On another, I got one of the Black Valtras, and I called it the Black Beauty, and then I looked and I thought, that's not a Black Beauty, it's a Valtra. It was, yeah. Yeah, it did catch me out. It did. Right, so then we want the plough that we bought first thing this morning. So we've still got the changing system if we get one of those backs. Trouble is, it's true, some Let's Plays like this, the few ones that I do fertiliser in, you're not likely to want to use your slurry for anything other than fertiliser, because it's your main business. So you're feeding, you're stopping your business on a Let's Play like this where you are using, which is, I haven't got many like this because I don't normally do it. Right, so now the helianthus we're keeping, the rapide we're not though. Now that I knew there was something else. I was thinking, I'm sure I bought something else. It's having to go over the other side because we filled that side. So we'll grab the helianthus. Oh, that's right, and Pepe's too. It was hiding. All right, so we will get... Yeah, as I say, this month is sort of going to be the episode. It is. But it is the game, if you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to make monstrous sessions for you all that it's like going to take a long time for you. So if it's 45 minutes per session-ish... Ooh. Pepe, that's a bit noisy. But then again, they are. So what do you want? I actually saw one of these, a little tiddler like this. They are really quite petite and small. Probably quite slow like this as well. Right. Oh, okay. We're not quite in the blob. The square. Oh, we're attacking the Merlot now. Oh, okay. Well, that surprises me, because to me, we look like we're... It must be slightly past then. So the Merlot really is sort of like... Yeah, you sort of get used to it a bit, don't you? Right. Let's grab the other helianthus and stick the... No, not with this. With the very thing we've just jumped out of. And push that with the other one. And then we're going to go through till tomorrow morning. Let's repair it as well. Although I bet we've not repaired the other one, because we've left it here, but let's try. I'm glad we've got the helianthus. That's true, yeah, because another thing is the straw that used to be produced by the helianthus was the very, very large straw that you got from this particular one. So I'm intrigued to see if this is still a thing in FS25 or whether it's not, because we haven't had these headers in for me to do this test. So let's stick this there. Yeah, we only need one, but it's true. Let's repair both, because we may well grab ourselves another reasonable harvester if we find one like the Colossus or another JHHG, which we could of course ask the store to look out for us, the find used mod. We could ask our agent to keep an eye open for them, is what I'm thinking. So we could deliberately look for another JHHG. And then, yeah, it'd be nice to keep the you know, like the same variety of one. If you're going to do a duo, it's nice to have the same header sizes and all that type of thing, isn't it? So, right, brilliant. So that's both repaired. Fantastic. So we will do that very thing right now. We'll ask if we can have... Let's have a look at the version as well. I'm not sure. Let's try and be very precise in our choice if we're going to do this. So what have we got? We know it's a John Deere. S780. Right. Okay then. So that's what we're going to go for. 780. JHHG. This one here. Yeah, no, it is. It is that one. So we would like to find used. Yes. Fantastic. So feelers out for that. Are we going to need another header as well? Now, what header have we got? Remind myself what we've actually got. I think we bought a Colossus, I think. Would be Pilatus, Titan corn header, Titan header. Ah, it was. I thought it was. Yeah. Oh, we went for the unrealistic. Not that we... Oh, the only thing it does for us is a bit of extra speed. So we will stick to the same, because although I'm not a massive... We did buy this one legitimately in the sale, so we'll stick to the same. Otherwise, it gets a bit silly. So, yeah, this one here. Find used as well. Fantastic. And then we're at least we're the same. Right, so then, let's go through till tomorrow morning. And 9 o'clock it will be, so it's going to do that whizzy quick thing. Oh, no, we must have gone through longer than an hour. So my video's uploaded and the repair job done on the one that I was talking about. Yeah. Fantastic. Right, so then, what is in the sales this morning? So we didn't make much money because we didn't put any in. Now we've got to... It'll be interesting to see... Oh, a Xylon. This is a Giant's foot Xylon. Oh, now do we need something like the Bredor? I think we've already got one, haven't we? I'm sure we have. I think we have. I'm almost positive we've got... Oh, have we? No, I don't know that we have. And we don't need another... No, we don't need another Xylon. No, we're tracted out, definitely. But we could sell that too. Yeah. I'm trying to draw a line at about 28,000. So that... And unless, of course, we want it, of course. So we will have a look for the Bredors. I think we've... I think we haven't got a Bredor, but I might be wrong. It's not... Trouble is that obviously I'm used to precision farming where you would, you know, like a Bredor would be a good thing. But we don't use it very often. So actually, you know, the one we've got is good enough. Really? So let's just get this sold. And we will use you. Because it seems highly appropriate to use a very hefty tractor I think this is a 300 horsepower, isn't it? So when I say very hefty, it's not as hefty as the really big fence, but it is still a fairly mighty beast. I had a few of these on JM Gaming's map, and they didn't really, to me, seem terribly different to the big ones, apart from certain tasks. They were up to the job, definitely. That made us quite a few quid. That's not bad. We want the truck. Yeah, we can grab the fen and grab the Berthoud with that. I'm glad we got that in the game as well, the Berthoud. Yeah, I got used to that. It's a nice thing. A good manufacturer. Yeah, I was very pleased with it. And I don't think we've got that in the game yet, have we? The trailed, no, not the trailed version, the actual proper sprayer. It's high end. I always look for the proper, the bigger. They now put them together. Yeah, like this. We've got the Berthoud in the last game. And we didn't have the Rubicon either. Hispano did that too. But yeah, we've not got the Berthoud big one. Yeah, because this is. Oh, it is actually done by Giants though. Or because if it's done by a modder, it actually says. So I have got that mod. Doesn't work for placeables though, because we saw that earlier. No, sorry, it's not on this Let's Play actually. No, it was last night my session. Yeah, I was looking for who did a specific greenhouse, I think it was, but it didn't tell me who it was. So it doesn't, which it did used to. The one in FS22 used to like extend to placeables too, which I think is what shocked me a little bit when I thought, oh, hang on, that's not. Can't see it. Right, so we're up to 1523280. I would imagine, unless the world has ended, that and like everything is not functioning properly, that we have now got a shed load of potatoes to do this coming session, and I would be right. Yeah, and these are not too far behind either, are they? Ooh, I think that's potatoes too, isn't it? Yeah, we did a shed load of. That's what we said. We've done a lot of potatoes, which is why I believe we bought another. So actually, we can set a potato harvester going per field, which is quite amazing. We haven't got the sublevamus header yet, though, have we? That's not arrived. No, it's not. And I'm sure we ordered one, so maybe that's gone wrong. So let's order another header. Now, have I got my normal header back? I'm mucking around with one. I'm nearly ready to actually sort it as well. Yes, we've got this SV7. Which one is it? Is that the one that has got the plates on? It is, yeah. So this is the smoke screen that's like hiding the fact that those two other ones don't have moving parts. Yeah, but I have almost done where they should move, and I'm ready almost to test. So I should be putting that on my test map, and when it's done, it will become as a proper header. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Obviously, I will have plates on the back. Yeah, because I'm covering the fact that it is 3 headers in one, really. Or it doesn't look. I've got to be honest. It's only if I say that you'd like think. Oh, I mean, that's why the attachers like that. And I could also make the plate thicker. Really, it doesn't really matter. I can. So it's done a little better. This was just so as you don't grab, because I think you probably could attach to them. No, I think I've only done one attacher in the middle, so it's inactive, so it wouldn't attach. I don't think, but I will test it again. Yeah. Also, that white that you see, that's due to the fact that it's broken too. In other words, it knows it's not really working, so I need to switch that off so you can't see that mess. Yeah, so let's do this again. No. We want to find used, even though we're going to miss the boat this year. But we do need to lease one of these ready for next session. We've got to. Brilliant. And have we got 2 potato headers for the Colossus? I think one was vegetables. That's why I'm sort of saying this. Did we? Let's have a look. We saw it earlier. We went past it. Colossus, lizard, Colossus, potato header, unrealistic. That says it does potatoes. No. That's the vegetable harvester. Oh, I was forgetting that we've got ours as well. Yeah, that's true. So potato header unrealistic. We have only got the one potato header. So we really need to grab another one of those too. So we will do that now. I mean, when I say grab, I'm sort of switching this on to all Let's Plays that we like having to do. No, that's planting. Potato technology. It's more like it. So we need a potato header. We might as well go for the unrealistic too. It's just speed. So we will find used. No, we need to lease. Yeah. Fantastic. So we need to pick those heads. I suppose we could assist. It's probably getting a little bit long now. I always say this, oh, the session's going to be short. And then like it ends up not being short at all. Let's grab a fast tractor. You will do. You are fairly fast. I mean, you're not our fastest because the Fend would be that one. No, it should be still here. I think we left it over here. So we need to go grab those two headers, and the Sublevimus needs... I think we repaired it. We'll check. Yeah, we need to be dragging it across. But there is a field over that way. But, yeah, straight ahead. In fact, two fields over this way. So the Sublevimus could be put to the first field closest. It would make a bit of sense. And I like to make sense. I do. I don't always, but I do. Well, no, I do always like to make sense, but I don't always make sense. Yeah, I recognise this myself. So we've had not a single time lapse on this session. That is, yeah, that's quite rare. Again, it may be necessary. Yeah, now that's annoying, the way that they stop now, because it can cause issues. Right, so Sublevimus and potato. And the other one is already there. I think it's actually on. So then let's grab... Let's first of all make sure this is not damaged. No, it's not. We did. I thought we did. I thought we had already done that. So we're going to need to put the Sublevimus header on very carefully, because it needs to grab it off the field. Well, they both need to grab it off the trailer really, but the Sublevimus is bigger. So that one's the one that's going to need to lean over the back a bit. These are bigger than you think, you know, really. Yeah, they are. They're sort of like half a trailer, aren't they? Okay. Will he turn into that? Let's do that now. Let's sort of, because it should straighten up if we catch the right bit of the header. Oh, okay. That's not too terrible actually. Oh, it is. That's not quite what I thought would happen, but I suppose it's... Yeah, it would. Let's try that again, shall we? Without dropping it this time. But in fact, let's be sensible. Let's grab a Sublevimus header. It is the bigger of the two. It is a... Yeah, I didn't want to go any bigger than this. I thought this was like... about believable. I thought if we went any bigger than this, I thought it was then going to go into the realms of silliness, which is why I actually chose the Homer, because its header was... I thought that's not going to be too bad if you put two together. It's going to be really not very much bigger than a normal, but if you put three together, it's going to be fairly all right. And I do. Ooh, wow, this is taking the entire... Right. Okay. Well, that goes to show. Okay then. In that case, looks like we're coming back for the Colossus. Right. Okay. Now then, yeah, let's go and leave this on the edge of the field. I don't mean as in like abandon it. I mean, you know, like stick it so that we can actually get onto this first field. Be careful. I'm not sure if they've got collisions because it was a giant. Originally, the red bits are giants. Yeah, the modelling of that silver. Oh no, I have actually got collisions on it. This is what I'm saying about them stopping. You've almost got to switch traffic off all the time due to the fact that they are doing that, which is annoying. Now, that I may not have put that honey in the bestest of places, actually. It's amazing hindsight, isn't it, really? It is. Totally. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. I think we're going to be sticking out a bit. But we can't really take the hedge down because it's someone's garden. And I'm not sure that they'd very much appreciate that. Let's take that honey. Yeah, let's be sensible. And we'll stick it. I think we need to cut a tree down. I do. Yeah, another thing I'm doing is I'm not chipping. Ooh, what was that? Bees. It was a bee. You saw. Behave. Yeah, so we will chip with this. I'm trying not to chip with this because it is very wasteful. Why is that not switching super strength on? Oh, another mod that's affected by something being bad. Or is it that my keyboard's... it was like my keyboard was on the... No, it's not. Nothing to do with that. Oh, it does say super strength is on. Oh, it's not changing to the hand anymore. Yeah, brilliant. It's off. Yeah, it's very wasteful. It only does 5 tons max, and obviously you can get an awful lot more than 5 tons from some of these trees. So yeah, although it's a nice, it is nice to do. It's not really nice. So we'll move this one, and I know we're losing cash a little, but we would in real life be moving it. But it is, as I say, mechanics rule of skin. We can hide it in there. Really thinking about it. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. The bees don't particularly care. So let's grab my... Yeah, Mac Trucker's done a big set as well. Yeah, he's done different colours. But I've done all different colours in one. So yeah, I think that's all right. It doesn't even matter if the tree goes in it a bit. I mean, what I mean is it wouldn't do in real life, but it doesn't really matter. We're not really going to see it. So that should mean we can now do an awful lot better job of reversing because we can like manoeuvre in a different way, he says. I certainly hope so after like doing that. Yeah, that should be... It was a bit of a naughty manoeuvre, but... Right, nearly there, yeah. I think that's one more. Say one more. Yeah, that's pretty much on the edge. So let's unclip it ready for next session. Yeah, I have. They're off. And let's grab a Sublevimus and actually put him ready. I do like this. Let's just check the steering on this, because there is one that is all-wheel steering. It's strange. When the AIs do it, they unlock this and make it even more manoeuvrable. Yeah, the header moves. Just check. Ah. Turn steering is what they do. That's nicer. Yeah, I did notice I took over after a worker and I was like, oh, that's a bit nice. Yeah, it's much, much more responsive. So turn steering it is. Yeah, because this is what the AI switches on straight away, and I thought, ooh. Because I went back to, obviously, on another Let's Play, bought one, and I thought, oh, it's not turning as well. You know, that's why. The AI do switch this on. Right, so you were in. You were right. So let's see if we can grab the... and go on the edge of the field so that that can actually crack on a little without me being in the way. That's about right. I'm just about to clip the potatoes, and we don't want to be wasting any. Alright, fantastic. So then, I believe this is where we're going to leave it. So that's on poised in readiness. I can't grab the other header for the Colossus until this has gone on the field a little bit. So yeah, we have got a monstrous amount of potatoes to do, and I will assist with... is there any particularly big field? I think they're all about the same, aren't they? Maybe 89's a bit bigger. We might assist with our other harvester, because I don't want like it not to get any use. I think it's hidden in there now. Yeah, it is. I will use the new vegetable harvester as well, because it makes sense that you would do that. But it all depends again on... oh, it's wood chips, what you just done. It all depends on timing, as in like, you know, unloading of these, because I always find root crops can be really quite beastly. We have got a lot of trailers, but we will get that sorted next session. Yeah, it's getting a bit long now. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. This is going to get a bit exciting, isn't it? All the harvest coming in and our crisps being done. That should be quite... oh, one thing. Let's just quickly, before I do depart, show... not that. This. Yeah, I was just trying to look at the flavouring. How much flavouring did it do? Because it should have done a lot. 20 tons. Yeah. So that's quite... that is actually... that's good. But we need flavouring a lot. So although that breaks my normal rule of about 10 tons, it's because it's a major component to this. So yeah, that is quite a lot. Also, it could have caught some of last month's as well. We sped time up, so it might actually be almost 2 months. So it's not too terrible. So pig food as well. Yeah, so there are some of these you can do where all you need is flavouring. And there are some of these that need chili peppers. Oh, that is a point. We've not put that down, have we? Oh, no, I think we did. Yeah, I think we did. No, we didn't. Soy super bean to make it, but it was the second one that I've done specially for the... yeah, so we do need to do that. Now, how are we looking in all of our greenhouses while we're looking at this? Because it is getting... there's a lot of juggling going on, because it's getting complicated. So one more greenhouse needs adding, and that is for the vegetables. So we will just be doing a couple of the flavours to begin with, and then we'll put that down in a session or two so that we're completely ready. And I would say, production-wise, it's getting insane. So I think we're about where we should be. But now, this time I really am going. So yeah, all that remains to be said is goodbye for now.